communal. That is the strangest part. So I'll leave it to all of you to decide what is the narration all about.
I'll pass it on to Dr. Tharoor. According to Meenakshi ji, everything is so good. I mean, she's very optimistic about what's happening today.
Well, I really will have to respond. I had actually thought that new politics was about the introduction of technology and social media and so on in today's politics. I was going to talk about that, and I still would like to, because it is an important aspect of what's new. But Meenakshi's comments have just taken my breath away. I mean, really, to start off by saying that corruption, casteism, and communalism have disappeared from India is one of the most extraordinary things that anyone can possibly suggest of any political disposition. Because sadly, you talk to any businessman, you talk to any corner shopkeeper, you talk to anybody dealing with the tax administration, and you tell me whether they will tell you corruption has disappeared from India. If anything else, it's more intense. We are worse now in the Transparency International ranking. When UPA left, we were 80th in the world. Now we are 134th in terms of transparency and corruption-free governance. As far as caste is concerned, this is a government which has marketed its Prime Minister as the quote-unquote first OBC Prime Minister of India, which he's not. But quite apart from the fact that caste is unashamedly resorted to by all parties, the consciousness of caste as a political factor during the last 5-6 years is in no way diminished because of a slogan like New India. And as for communalism, I think it's rampant now. One of the sad things about our country is that while a certain amount of bigotry and prejudice might have existed privately in people's personal lives or whatever, things that when I was growing up in this country would not have been considered permissible to say even behind closed doors in your living room are now said openly from public platforms by members of the ruling party and their supporters. I mean, which party gave us a minister who talked about dividing the country into Ramzade and a certain unmentionable word? Followers of Ram or bastards. That's essentially the translation. Okay? Which party has given us, not a minister, but a re-elected MP, a former chairman of a committee, who has said that he wants every statue of Mahatma Gandhi replaced by Nathuram Godse's? Which party has given us a charged terrorist offender as an MP, who has told us, number one, that her curse will kill enemies, number two, that black magic practiced by our side has destroyed the lives of 2 BJP ministers? I mean, frankly, if we had to pick BJP ministers to practice black magic on, I don't think we would have picked either of these poor individuals who actually were amongst those who reached out across the political divide. So let me say to Meenakshi, if there are 3 C's that have disappeared, it's not corruption, caste, and communalism. It's consensus, cooperation, and compromise, which have disappeared from our political lexicon. And they've disappeared from our political lexicon because of an atmosphere of triumphant majoritarianism unleashed by the ruling party, in which, unfortunately, communal discourse follows from an explicitly Hindutva ideology that says this is a country of the Hindus, for the Hindus, by the Hindus. The people who are hailed even by the Prime Minister as his ideological mentors and fountainheads are people who have openly professed support for the idea of a Hindu Rashtra, rather than the secular or pluralist India we've seen enshrined in our constitution. I do want to say it's been compounded in this era of social media and trolls and fake news, that a kind of vicious hate-mongering on digital means, including WhatsApp, Facebook, and Twitter, has intensified this unpleasantness that I've just summarized. I was very happy to hear the Prime Minister's remarks to this conclave this morning. Let's hope that the rest of the BJP in practice will follow that respect for constructive criticism, that willingness to listen that he spoke about.